Hello, overnight guests, and welcome back to Motel Manager Simulator. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm holding this trash can here. The reason is my game crashed when the internet went out here, and I have some bad news on that overall. I went ahead and played on another game while I was waiting for news, hopefully good news, to let me know what was going on, but I did lose the footage. I basically set up this room, that was all I had gotten to, and I was about to start setting up this room when it did crash. So, we haven't really lost anything. I want to, in this episode, hopefully get the room set up, and I'm going to talk about the internet issue. Because you may have noticed it as well. I'm becoming concerned. I think you guys will notice it. Uh, I woke up today in the evening, as I normally do here, and when I woke up, I was able to see on my phone that Xfinity, my internet provider, had texted me and said they had an outage. And it was supposed to be done by 5:50. Well, I woke up at 8 o'clock, and guess what? There was still an outage. Now, the outage supposedly was fixed at um, 12:30 or something like that. And supposedly after that, it was my computer or my modem that is the issue right now, not the overall internet. I will say it was about at 12:30 there when I did have the crash that happened here and cost me what I had, the bit of video I had done here. Um, so perhaps they're telling the truth, perhaps they're not. I don't know. Not calling them liars per se. I'm just saying it is sort of interesting that my modem would suddenly go out on the same exact night that they had this huge issue. Now, also the fact is that the modem is an Xfinity modem, so it's not exactly like my modem going out is my issue either. It is still their issue. Um, but as of right now, I am basically sort of in a waiting pattern. I talked to somebody on the phone for over an hour trying to get it resolved. They, of course, did the wonderful, helpful logic that really any 5-year-old, I think, should know. Did you try to turn it off and turn it back on? Well, I had done that 4 times before I called them, and then I did it again for them while I was on the phone. And guess what? That did not fix the issue. So they attempted to schedule a repair person to come out and help me, and that's where things are sort of problematic because they couldn't get their own system to work to let them know which repairman would be able to come out and when he'd be able to come out. So, really does not give me a lot of confidence if they can't figure out their own repairman schedule. Once again, uh, I'm not making an endorsement video for Xfinity anytime soon. Um, Sadly, where I live, Xfinity pretty much is the only option that we have here. So it is one I have to deal with it. But yeah, this video, along with the recycling center video I already recorded, and the huh, just trying to do two things at once here and trying to make sure I don't screw up either one. Uh, but also the uh, TCG Card Shop Simulator video that I recorded this evening were supposed to be out at their normal times here on Tuesday. Uh, so this video should also be out on Tuesday. If it is not, you know why. If I didn't, I had one pre-recorded video, the older videos that I have pretty much for each day of the week, every week. Those videos I do pre-record. I think today's video is supposed to be the supermarket simulator one, which I did record yesterday and uploaded, so it's going to be good to go for the date. But as far as the other stuff, I don't know. I really don't know. I hate this bathroom and the fact that I can't put the mirror where I want to. But we'll put it there, I guess. But yeah, so we're going to have to see on that. One note on this room that I did make in the video that crashed is that because of there only being this window and where it is and such, I'm not sure I can put an AC unit in it. I'm going to attempt to, but I might end up having to use a fan or something in that particular room just because of the window layout. So we'll have to see on that. Just checking to make sure I've put out everything that I had available for that room. And that's all I did in the other room as well. As I said, we're just going to plug along here. We're going to try to get through all the different rooms. Right now, I have my person who would be cleaning the rooms and stuff is working in the warehouse along with one other girl. I have the other people doing the gas station stuff. I feel like that's the best numbers I can get that work. Um, and actually working on the rooms is in part because of the fact that I wanted to help the warehouse. The warehouse has all the different stuff for the rooms on the floor right now, and I feel like that's sort of bunching up the warehouse as well. So I was figuring, let me get this stuff put into the room, take it off of the warehouse's hands, and hopefully then that will alleviate some of the issues with the warehouse also. My thought is I'm going to have this video, we're going to finish up all the rooms, and then we're going to have one more video in this series where we open all the rooms at the same time and hopefully have the warehouse set up properly. So basically the entire compound as it is here will be running at its best. That's sort of the hope I have. We will see if it works or not, but that is at least the game plan. Is we're going to have this video and then one more after this video. So hopefully that all goes according to plan. I do, as I have said in other videos, I am going to be going on vacation this next week, which is one of the reasons that I was hoping to get a good amount of recordings done this week. But unfortunately, yeah, this internet issue is making it a bit more challenging. But we'll see what happens. You turn the light on here. We'll see what goes on with it. My goal, though, is I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to have my normal videos being TCG and the recycling center videos for next week or not. That's going to be sort of up in the air because of being away. I don't know if I want to pre-record those. I don't know how I want to handle that yet. What I am going to, though, have is I have already purchased a game, so even if my internet stays down, as long as the internet gets up before I leave on vacation, which if it hasn't, then I'm going to look into satellite internet or something, because that would be ridiculous at that point. But hopefully my internet will be up before then, and I am going to put out a new series. It's going to be a short series. I think it has a very closed ending to the series, so it's not going to be something that's going to last an enormously long time. But I did purchase a game that it's a bit of an older game, but it does sort of play along with another game that was on the channel recently that people enjoyed quite a bit. And I'm going to keep it close to the vest for right now, but hopefully starting tomorrow night when I wake up, I'm going to start recording that game, and that way we will have that on the channel as well. So, that room's also done. Let's get into this room. As I said, I'm just sort of talking through things with you guys right here because it's pretty much the same stuff over and over here again. We're just placing the bed, we're placing our drawers, then we're placing the lights that go above the drawers. We've done this in every room up till this point, and these are no real different here. So, nothing you haven't seen before on that. But hopefully, I have gotten a lot of positive comments on this series. You guys have enjoyed it quite a bit. There are definitely some issues in this game, but overall, I'd say especially for the price point that this game is at, I think it's well worth it. You get a lot for that price, and it is a lot of fun. So, I recommend it. If it looks like something you might want to play, then I'd give it a go. I think it's worthwhile. I keep pressing F instead of X when I'm trying to lock these in. There we go. But yeah, basically I want the place pretty much, in my opinion, done. And so that way, if any major update comes out with new content, if they put out a DLC, all those kind of things, then I can go ahead and get that DLC and we can enjoy it without having to sort of redo anything or continue with the basic work into place. On top of that, I will say, excited right now for the fact that we're only a couple weeks away from the Planet Coaster 2 coming out, Really looking forward to that game. The first one was my favorite game I've played, period. End of statement. Uh, I've made many videos on the channel covering that. Right now, I have a series covering that actually goes into the Stephen King's It a little bit. So if you're into horror some, you might like that series if you haven't started watching it already. That series will finish up. I've already completed all the videos. They're already uploaded, and that series will finish up pretty much right before, I think it's like 2 or 3 days before the new game comes out. Now with the new game, I plan on playing it in real time. I'm going to play it the first day that it comes out, and we're going to start on the story mode. So we're just going to go through and do the stories to begin with, and with that, you know, I'm not going to speed up the video or anything. You're going to see it as I do it kind of deal, and we'll get through the story missions together, and then we'll sort of decide after that what I want to do as far as a new park in the game or what I want to create after that. Um, for right now, I think I said in the video that's coming out for Recycling Center, it's sort of hard to tell because I've shot all these videos today, same day here, and with this one having to sort of redo part here of the video, trying to remember everything that I said in the first version and such. But I believe I had said, and if I hadn't, it was in the video that has gone missing now, that I am getting a little bit worn out with the simulators. I want to keep a couple simulators going on the channel. Like Car Mechanic Simulator, definitely going to continue that for the foreseeable future until it ends. TCG still has a ways to go, and I'm going to continue it until I finish it. It's not to say I'm ending any simulator game overall. It's just I am getting a little bit too many of them going on at the same time. So I am sort of thinking that after this series, I'm not going to add any more simulator games right now. I'm going to get into the Planet Coaster, and then I have some games already that I own that I think I'm going to go ahead and start putting on that I'm going to start playing as well. In my personal life, I've been actually going through the created works of H.P. Lovecraft. For those that have followed some of my series, you'll know that I'm a huge horror fan. I actually write horror myself. And so it is something that very much interests me. One person did suggest this, so I want to make sure I do this when I was over here on the time. So we're going to unlock this. We're just going to take this and move it over to the bus stop area. Because they were like, why don't you just move them both over there? And really, it's not a bad idea. I mean, they'll get use over here. So why not? Alright, so I need the plug. We're going to put the plug on the post here because that works. And that's realistic. But, yeah, so I'm a huge fan of horror myself, and I have several H.P. Lovecraft games. I've never played them before, in all honesty. Interesting. I've never played any of them. I sort of had purchased them because they were cheap at the time, and I was interested in horror, so I'm like, sure, I might give one of these a whirl. And then other things came up, and just, yeah, they got put into the background. But now that I've read all of his books, I'm more interested by it, and I'm more interested in trying out the games that are sort of connected to that. Where are my two workers? I don't know where they are. Let me go ahead and click unstuck on them, and hopefully they will appear. As I said, I've got a lot of junk in there right now, so that is a problem. We'll get this room finished up, and then we will try to organize what's left in the warehouse there a bit. Then we need to go ahead and grab the other things that we're going to need for the room. So, get our last double bed out here. You know, looking at this video, what is going to probably entail is that I'm going to have to pause the video at a point or just have a fade to black kind of situation because I need to, in a little bit here, my wife's going to be getting up for work, so need to get her up and about, and make sure she's all good to go for her day. And then need to take care of my dog some. Our youngest dog goes out to a relative's house because they have some young dogs as well. And so they spend the day often playing together out there. And today is one of those days for that. So need to get her out there to the relative's house. But what I'll probably do is then, just as I said, I'll pause the recording at that point. Well, I'll end my version of the recording. You'll just see it as a pause, really. Then I'll come back and finish up these rooms by the end of it. Might be a longer recording, but I really want to get these rooms done. It is time that we finish this. It's been a fun series, but it is time for it to come to an end. At least for the time being, that is. Somehow I have an extra one of each of these. Alright, that goes there. That can go there. Get the 2 pillows, put them on the bed. Basically, I want everything out of the warehouse I can. So that way, all that stuff is taken care of and not in the way of my warehouse workers. Alright, so there are going to be bed sheets and blankets for the rooms that need to be in there, so that's fine. Towels need to be in there. Toilet paper needs to be in there. That curtain. We had one extra because of the one odd room in the corner there. So that can go away. Oh, I need to put out all these rugs. The bathroom rug I really can't yet because we don't have the bathtubs in yet. So those will have to go out here in a little bit. Sort of funny how you have to step into the room in order to use this ability, and then you can go ahead and put it in place. Alright, just want to make sure that we have the holders in each of the rooms. Toilet paper, towel, yep, they're good to go. Toilet paper, towel, yep, good to go. I have the artwork there, but that's going to be sort of last thing type of situation. Those are good to go. I do also have the outlets there, so hopefully we'll be able to plug some stuff in. Just verifying that I do have the holders in all of them before I bring those last ones and get rid of them. Yeah, we do. So let's go ahead and get that. And we'll get that. Yeah, we got all that stuff. Alright, so everything's for the most part out of the room and such. So that's good. Hopefully our stalkers are alive and doing things. As I said, the rugs, I realize those I'm just going to have to wait on. I think I could use those to like parkour up if I wanted to. Sort of a neat thing. There's a box of hats on the ground there. Not sure why there's a box of hats on the ground. And I have no idea where my two stalking people are. They just seem to have vanished entirely. I do have a plan, though, as to how to get them back. I'm even, like, having some difficulties in that room, so I do wonder if it's not dealing with the fact of just so much stuff being in there. Alright, well, let's put these on the floor for now. The top hats... Hats, I think, were over here.
Great.
Great.
Amazing.
Alright, so that does fit up there. Now, for my plan for my two associates that have disappeared. I could fire them, but I'm not going to because I think it's just a system glitch. What we're going to do instead... We have a bunch of rooms that are not ready. Let's have them switch over to housekeeping, and let's see if they appear then. Actually, I don't see either one of them still. Alright, well, let's try something else then. Still want them to do housekeeping first. They were invisible. Alright. Now they're over here. Let's put this stuff onto a shelf. Or on here.
Cool. Thanks.
You are lightning fast.
Yeah. The game's not liking me too much right now. Well, there's Luna now, and there's the other one. Alright, perfect. They have separated. Let's grab this stuff, take it back over there, throw it in there. I've even got an idea for it, so not gonna just leave them high and dry. Realistically, the more I look at this, probably we're just gonna do this as one video, and then we'll finish up the rooms in the second video because it actually is taking longer than I had expected it was going to. That's alright.
Thanks a bunch.
Oh, I was gonna put that stuff in there.
Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah, it's glitchy in here for me. Very, very glitchy. I think we may just have to take those items.
In a heartbeat?
Let's just take these carpets out of here. And we'll just put them over here onto the cart for now. Alright, they've made those beds. That one's made. That one still needs to be made. Somebody's slacking over there. Yeah, like they're really slacking. That one's already made. Alright. So they're taking care of that stuff. I'm going to let them, for right now, take care of all that stuff. I want to make sure all the rooms are okay and good to go. I mean, the bottom rooms will probably not be because we're missing a tub and such. But we still have 1, 5, and 11 need to be taken care of. So, alright, now as far as equipment, we need bathtubs. Oh yeah, I wanted to get those also. Never mind, I didn't need that bathtub. We already have those on the order there. That's fine. Let's go with electrics here. Won't be able to fit the refrigerators in there. But we can get all the other electrics, I think, on here. Yep, get the toasters as well. There we go. Alright. 1 still not ready, 11 still not ready. Alright, so they need a little bit more still to go. But notice how we have peeled down the number of things here. You know what? Let's just get rid of those two. We've got a couple here. There we go. Now things are much more organized in there, which is good. I'm going to go ahead and unload this truck.
Cool.
Or am I? I don't know. Sort of torn about it. Where's our cleaning girl, too? Because this is ridiculous.
Wow, that's quick.
Whoops. Keep doing that. Oh well. Okay, we got one in there. Just want to get rid of this box, basically. Maybe I could put it out on the shelf at this point. Who knows?
Awesome.
The orange, not so much. Yeah, not quite all of it. Oh, is it now? Well, I got a message for this guy. I'm guessing that's him. Going in to rob me that way. Surprise! Alright, so that goes there. That goes, whoop. That doesn't go there. That goes there. I mean, as long as you yell surprise, I think it's perfectly fair, right? Candy bars are over in this area. There we go. You know what? I'm just going to leave that for the next episode and deal with it. Alright, he's still cooking. Let's go see how the rooms are going. Rooms are all good now. Staff. Gonna switch you to warehouse, but I don't want you to unload deliveries. Same for you. Don't unload the deliveries right now. Just want you working the warehouse. Don't even know what the deal is with that, but yeah, you need to do your job. And I have no idea where my staff has gone again. You know what? Let's put her to housekeeping. Let's just rehire him. You're going to work the warehouse. That's what your job is. Don't unload the delivery. You are going to be housekeeping. Let's just keep it simple at that. Hopefully they'll work. I really don't know.
That was quick. Thanks.
Alright, she's running around here instead of stocking freight. You are worthless. You are completely worthless. Do you know that? I just wanted to let you know that. Alright, so evidently my freight's not going to get stocked anytime soon. At least we had that guy to surprise. But on that note, I'm going to go ahead and end things, and I'm going to go ahead and next episode we'll finish up the rooms. Then, as I said, we'll probably have one more episode where we probably end up stocking everything in the warehouse ourselves, because evidently the people can't do the warehouse. I have tried everything I can. I've listened to what you guys have said, and no matter what, they just glitch out. They refuse to do their job. It's one, like I said, I do like the game, and for the price point, I think it's great, but it definitely has some issues. There are some programming issues to the game that just really are rough. They're really rough. So, I'm going to go ahead and, as I said, end this episode here. Next episode, we'll unload the truck and we'll put the stuff into the room. You know what? I'm just going to let, since you're not going to do anything in a warehouse anyways, go ahead and at least start doing the job of unloading the truck. You can do that. Maybe that's why she's glitching out, is because the truck's here and she wasn't unloading it. Let me see if she's still over here. No, she's not here now. Oh no, she is still.
That's amazing.
She's fired. If you guys have any advice, let me know, because I don't know what to do to fix this. I don't know what to do to fix my internet either. So hopefully some of these things might get fixed at a point in time. Because right now, I got no answers. Anyways, if you enjoyed the episode, please click that like button. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. Click the bell icon so that you're aware when I do videos in the future. Thank you, and I hope to see you back for more Motel Manager Simulator.